Hello my marvelous misfits and welcome to the first ever video on the Gymworthy channel. Yay! So if you clicked on this video, you must be wondering, how do I start my workout journey? Well, I'm here to guide you. The first thing you want to ask yourself is, why do I want to start exercising? What's my motivation? Personally, I was motivated after several of my family members started complaining about their knee problems or their back problems, and then a few of them had knee or back surgery. And then after talking about it, they would always say the same thing: you'll understand it when you get older. I don't want that. So I started exercising with a focus on core stability and balance and knee stability. And also I wanted abs, but But whether you're here to start your weight loss journey or build muscle or get a booty that won't quit, which is my mom's goal, by the way, everyone will find something here on Gymworthy. So now that you asked yourself the why, we have to figure out the how. And most people would say exercise. But it's not that simple. Honestly, once you commit, this is a lifestyle change. I would say it took me a year to fully commit to the gym, but once I did, I saw the changes I was looking for, and much more. My balance improved, I could brace my core, I could carry 3 times as many groceries, which helped me so I didn't have to make as many trips. Speaking of groceries, diet is another important change you have to make, but that's for another video. For now, let's just get into the exercise. So recently I've been focusing on quads and glutes, as one does, and I decided that I haven't been focusing on other parts of my legs and I should probably do something about that. So in this video I'm focusing on my hip abductors. That's right, you can exercise the hips, which I would say I haven't done before today. I mean, I use like the abduction machine at the gym, but besides that, I wouldn't do any specific hip exercises. So right now, I'm just doing a stretch, and you basically just put the band around your feet and push them out. And I think it would have worked a lot better if I used a plastic resistant band, but I couldn't find them, so I used a cloth one, so it was a lot harder to stretch it out. But either way it goes, this is supposed to be a hip workout and it did work me out, so I just went with it. Alright, next I decided to do some Cossack squats because this was supposed to be a nice hip opening stretch. But whoever said this was a stretch is a lie, because this was definitely an exercise. My original goal was to do 2 sets of 10 of these, but I could only do 5. But that's what we're doing at Gymworthy. We're creating goals and finding our limits, and then we're building upon them. Then to end off my stretches, I just did 1 set of 10 of glute bridges. Just something simple to help activate your glutes, since your hips and your glutes are right next to each other, so you should probably do something to make sure they're both working. And here we have the second hardest hip flexor exercise that I've ever done. And some of you may be thinking that the Cossack squat was the first. Well, it's not. I'll probably put that one as the third hardest. But I forgot to film the first hardest in this video, so you're just gonna have to wait to the next video where I put out the first hardest hip flexor exercise. And let me tell you, I was shaking trying to keep my leg up. But even during this one, I was having a hard time keeping my leg up. Maybe that's because the kettlebell was too high. You can start off with like a lower weight, maybe a dumbbell. Just lift your leg over a dumbbell. See, I just hit the kettlebell was my leg, and then I tried to move it forward because I thought that would be easier. If anything, moving it forward made it harder to get my leg over it, but you know, at least I got it over there. I might have touched it a few times, but I still got it up and over. This was the first time I did this exercise, so I'm getting used to it, but it has become a regular in my leg day exercise. I will have some strong hips and some strong quads and some strong glutes after all of this. Alright, some of you may have seen this exercise before. Simple, easy, no equipment required. And if you're trying to build up to a one-legged squat or a pistol squat, this is a good place to start. All you have to do is lift your leg up. And you can do it, well, anywhere, I suppose. Last exercise of this video, I decided to do some split squats. I don't really have an explanation for why I did them. I think they're just my favorite glute/quad exercise, or my second favorite. Actually, my mom and I ranked our favorites from out of, was it hip thrusts, split squats, and RDLs, and I said RDLs were my number one favorite, then split squats, and then hip thrusts. And I think my mom was the literal opposite of that, and so I just needed something else to do, and the split squat machine was just right there, and I was like, okay, let me grab this, let me do that, because I want to do something for my glutes today. And if you don't have a split squat machine, you can always use a bench. And if you don't have a bench, then you can do single leg squats. And if you're not comfortable with doing single leg squats right away, or you know what, like a very deep single leg squat, you can just use one plate or one weight, just place it on the ground, you step onto there with one foot, and then you touch your other foot, specifically the heel, to the ground, and you just work on gaining some balance and just being on one leg at a time. And then over time you can stack some more weights up on there, or you can find like a very stable chair or a very stable bench, and then you can place your foot upon that. Or you know, you can get a split squat machine, whatever works for you. That's what we're focusing on at Gym Worthy, finding what works for you and then building upon that. And well, we've reached the end of my very first video. Yay! And well, after this, I have come up with several ideas that I have to get started upon right away. I need to do that comparison of all those squats I was talking about.